To your point, Lori told her treating clinician, yes, I called the attorney, legal counsel, and the clinician said good, according to the motion. And then when Lori Vallow reported that she had told Mark Means, the clinician allegedly said, no, you didn't, quote unquote. So that to me goes to your point of why were they instructing her to call their legal counsel? Something doesn't feel right. So just the next legal obvious step would be the court can choose to do a hearing in which they find out what exactly is going on and then go from there. But Kirk, let's listen together, if we could, to Lori Vallow in her own words. Now, this is her talking to Arizona police after her husband Charles was shot.
He goes nuts. He's gone nuts on us a lot of times. Tyler and I have had to leave with JJ over the years probably 5 times and just stay in a hotel for 2 days because he goes nuts. Like, you don't know what's going to set him off. Like, whatever, and she's mad at me for always like going back, but we had JJ and he's special needs and it's really hard. Like, it's even harder to get her by yourself.
So when you say he goes nuts, that can mean a lot of different things.
Right.
So goes nuts like yelling and screaming.
Yeah,
goes
yelling
nuts
and screaming,
like breaking
like,
things.
yes.
Goes nuts like physical violence.
He's never really, besides like grabbing us and pushing us, but not like punching us or something, but with Tylee he has gotten physical before, and with my grown son.
All right, just a reminder, that was an interview that she voluntarily spoke after her husband was shot and her children were still alive. Nothing had happened to them. Kirk, let's talk a little bit about the Brady rule, because I want to break this down just quickly and go through it with you while I have you. It is from a case, a Supreme Court case, as you well know, Brady versus Maryland, a 1963 case. And what it means is that the prosecutors, the government, must disclose any exculpatory information to the other side. And it doesn't mean what they pick and choose. Clearly, it means anything that they have. But the part I want to focus on is that it includes any evidence favorable to the accused, as I just mentioned, but it doesn't matter if the prosecutors know they have it or don't realize they have it. They don't get to say, oh, I didn't even realize that was in my file. That's not a defense in this case. Now, if a court holds a hearing and finds that there has been a Brady violation, the penalty, and that's the third point on the full screen, the penalty, if that happens and if there's prejudice, the evidence will be suppressed. So there's a lot at risk. If, in fact, I'm not saying it would happen, a Brady violation was found and there was prejudice, that means a lot of evidence may not come in.
It's possible, like, you know, you said, we're at the beginning of this inquiry. It hasn't even been approved, I guess. But yeah, I mean, who knows what was discussed, right? What information was this LDS attorney mining for? He must have had some specific agenda. Again, he was the person called. He was making these assurances to her. He was acting in a covert manner and then going to make sure that he reported it to Mr. Wood. I'm assuming that his eagerness to report that to Mr. Wood is the idea that he had some inculpatory information against Ms. Vallow that he thought would help Mr. Wood prosecute her, that Mr. Wood might not otherwise have. And the scope of that, what does that taint, right? What does that information taint? It's too hard to tell right now, but you're right, Judge. This could be a big deal in terms of the evidence that's allowed to come in, because suppression of evidence is a remedy under Brady. And then also, you know, when we talk about the death penalty context as well, Brady applies to that context as well.
Absolutely. And the other piece of this is it may go back to what you were saying. Does it interfere with the validity of the competency evaluation that was done? And does it mean that perhaps her competency is different than it's been portrayed? I'm not saying that's the case, but I think that that's a what if, that could come up. So I think we're going to see a lot more in that matter. And coming up, did Keith Johansen's